Right, good evening all. අයිබෝවන් දුවපත හැමෝටම.
ආයුබෝවන් සර්.
One Brenna. Right. Right. Today we have a lesson. The last week we discussed about the factors. We all about the factors. You remember the factors? Common factors, trinomial quadratic expressions, and the difference between two curves. We did very easily, right? And you have to practice, right? Now, today we are going to the next lesson. For today is the 8th of the March, the 2025. Right, the topic is axioms, right? Lesson number 7. Lesson number 7. Axioms. 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 Right. Look at that. Statements which are considered to be self-evident and are accepted without proof are called axioms, right? In mathematics, axioms are used to explain facts logically, develop relationships and reach conclusions, right? And this one is very important lessons to develop the relation between the logically things, right? Therefore, you need to learn about the axioms in grade 9, right? That's the reason, right? In all levels, grade 10, grade 11, right? This one is very important to prove some questions, show that pass, right? Therefore, axioms, statements which are considered to be self-evident and are accepted without proof are called axioms, right? Accepted without proof are called as axioms, right? Now, write the topic as axioms, lesson number 7, and put the star mark and write these sentences in your text, in your writing book. Hurry up. That's the definitions. Axioms. Explain facts logically, and prove some parts, develop relations between and reach conclusions. That's the reason why I'm using the axioms in mathematics. So the thumbs up when you're finished. If you're done, do thumbs up. Very good. Right. Now I'm going to jump into the axiom number one. Right. Look at this. This is a very, 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 very easy thing. Right. Axiom number one. Quantities which are equals to the same quantity are equal. Oh, what is that? What is that? Look at that. Quantities which are equals to the same quantity. Quantities which are equals to the same quantity are equals, right? We call in singular. එයා මෙයා මෙයා එයා එයා මෙයා එයා තුනම එකයි. නේ? තුනම එකයි. තුනම එකයි. Like this. Like this. Look at this. Axiom number one. Axiom number one. We call as A equals B. Right? A equals B. Now what else, sir? A equals B, then B equals C. And B equals C. Therefore, B called as A equals also C. That means A equal B equal C. Both are equals together. Right? Both are equals. Right? That's the axiom number one. Quantities which are equals to the same quantity that are equals. That quantities are equal. Right. Put the star mark and write the sentence axiom number one and put a star mark. Quantities which are equals to the same quantity are equal. Right. Write the first thing, axiom number one. Axiom number one. If A equals B, and B equals C, therefore A equals C as well as A equals into B equals into C. Both are equals. A කියන්නේ B. A equals B. Then B equals C. Then A equals to the C. Automatically A equals to the C. That means that three things are equals together. A equals, B equals, C. Right. Now look at the example number one. In the figure given below, XBY, angle XBY equals to the angle ABX. ABX. And XBY equals to the angle CBY. Right? What are the details? Look at the details. Aliana. XBY. Angle XBY equals to the angle ABX. Angle ABX. And what is the next thing? XBY is also equals to the CBY. CBY. Now find the relationship between the ABX, ABX, ABX and the CBY. Now what's the relationship? It's like A equals B, B equals C, therefore A should be equals to the C. අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ ඔක්කොම එකයි එහෙනම් නේ. Yes, look at this. XBY is equals to the ABX. Look at that. XBY is equals to the CBY. Look at that. Look at that. XBY equals to the ABX as well as XBY is equals to the CBY. Now listen, look at that, look at that, look at the left hand side. XBY, XBY, the both are equals to the left hand side. Now we are looking at the right hand side, therefore we can write, therefore in the axiom 1, related to the axiom number 1, ABX should be equals to the CBY, right? CBY, right? XBY equals to the ABX and XBY equals to the CBY. Therefore, according to the axiom number 1, right? According to the axiom number 1, according to axiom number 1, axiom number 1, axiom number 1, ABX equals to the CBY, right? And that's the example number 1, right? Right. I think this one is very easy. හරිද නිකන් අර පැටර්න් ස්වභාවයක් තියෙනවා නමුත් ලේසි නේද? Look at this. XBY is ABX and also XBY is CBY. Therefore, ABX should be the ACBY related to the axiom number 1. Right. Kenoli, මේක තේරෙනවද දුව? Hashini and Brianna. තේරුණානේ? Right. Very good. Right. Write the example number 1, put the example number 1 and draw the figure and write this one after that. Hurry up, ලස්සට ලියමු පුතේ අපි. This is axiom number 1. Right, very good. This is axiom number one. Axiom number is very easy. Air, like that, right? ඒක කියන්නේ මේක කියන්නේ අරක. මේක අරක, තුන මේකයි. Just that, like that. Right. Now we are going to the axiom number two. Axiom number two. Look at the axiom number two. Right. Axiom number two. Quantities which are obtained by adding equal quantities to equal quantities are equal. Right? Moral is there. Quantities which are obtained by adding equal quantities to equal quantities. You have to add equal quantities to equal quantities are equal, like that. Look at the board. Look at the board. If A equals B, right? If A equals B, now I am going to add same quantity to the same quantity. Harani? Equal quantity. Now we are going to add equal quantity to equal quantity. A equals B, then we can write as A plus C should be equals to the B plus C. Yes, that's true, right? That's true. When if A equals B, A කියන්නේ B වෙනවා නම්, E equals B වෙනවා නම්, A plus C always equals to B plus C. Yes, A plus C is always equals to B plus C. This is the axiom number two, right? Quantities which are obtained by adding equal quantities to equal quantities are equal. That is the axiom number two, right? Write the topic as axiom number two and put the star mark and write these things. Write these three things. First one, second one, and the third one as a star mark. Right. Hurry up. Lesson ලියමු පුතේ. This is axiom number two. Right. Done. I think this one is easy. Now I am going to discuss some examples to prove this axiom related to the axiom number two, right? Axiom number two. Look at this. In the figure given below, the point X is located on the straight line AB, right? Everyone, write this question in your writing book. Hurry up, draw the figure. හැමෝම ලස්සනට මේක ලියාගෙන draw කරගමු. I want to draw. Hurry up. AB is a straight line and X is the intersection point. AXD is equals to the BXC. That's the data. That's a given data. Hurry up. Right. Now listen. Right. Now listen. Look at this diagram. AXD is equal to the BXC. AXD. This is a black color one. Angle equals to the this one BXC. Now look at this. Now I got to the there's some relation between the angles using this axiom number 2. Axiom number 2. Now look at this. Now look at this. We can write AXC, angle AXC. Look at that. Angle AXC. Look at that. This one is a adjacent angle. There are two angles. We can write AXC becomes as a AXD plus DXC. AXC plus DXC or CXD. Right? Look at that. Angle AXC. The obtuse angle one, AXC is equal to the AXD. This angle plus these angles. This sum of these two angles. Right? This is the first sentence. Right? This is one sentence. Right. Now look at the second one. BXD. BXD. We can write as same thing. BXC plus DXC. DXC. Now listen. Now listen. Now listen. AXC and DXC. Whoa, look at this. AXD. AXD. AXD, huh? AXD and BXC. BXC. These two things are equals. Given. Look at that. DXC and DXC. These two things are both are equals. Therefore, what to do? Now we can write as a axiom number 1. right hand side of the right hand side and the left hand side and the left hand side. Left hand side are equals, right hand side are equals. Therefore, we can write according to axiom number 2. Because why? AXD plus BXC equals BXC plus DXC. Therefore, එනම් මට ලියන්න පුළුවන් AXD plus DXC should be equals to the BXC plus DXC. These two things, AXD plus DXC should be equals to the BXC and DXC, right? These two things are equals. Therefore, we can write these two things becomes as equals. Then angle AXC equals to the angle BXD. Angle BXD. Yes. Look at that. AXC and BXD both are equals, right? And this one as well as this one. These obtuse angles are equals, right? And this is a theorem. This is related to the axiom number 2. Because why? Same quantity added to the equal quantity, that quantity becomes as equals. AXD plus B DXC, BXC plus DXC, DXC, DXC. Both are same quantity added to the same quantity. Because why? Look at this one. AXD and BXC equals. Given. Make up to dunna. Equal eකට add කළේ equal එකක්, then also becomes as equals. Therefore, AXC also equals to the BXD. Right. ලස්සට ලියාගමු පුතේ මේක හැමෝම. Hurry up. Done. මේ වගේ තව example එකක් කරමු අපි. Using this axiom, same quantity added to the same quantity becomes as equals. Equal quantity added to the equal quantities and the quantity becomes as equal. Look at this. Look at this. හැමෝම මේක ලියාගමු පුතේ ලස්සන හැමෝම. In the figure given below, ABD equals PQS. ලියාගෙන ලස්සන draw කරගමු. I want to draw that also. Write the question. Don't write the answers. I'm going to teach you. This is axiom number 2. It is axioms. There are 2 axioms. Right. Now look at the board. Now look at the board. Now look at the board. The question is to show that ABC equals PQR. ABC, there's a total angle equals to the PQR. So it's total angle. Now look at this. Now look at this. We can write, look at this. The ABC, moral AC, yeah, on the bottom. ABC, angle ABC becomes as a, angle ABC becomes as a, there are sum of 2 angles, ABD plus ABD plus counter DBC, 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 that's CBD, CBD. Understood? This was very easy. The whole angle becomes sum of these 2 acute angles. Now we can write the same thing to the other side. Angle PQR equals to the, what is that? ABD is a black color one. This one, black color one. PQS. PQS plus count RQS. RQS. And now you know ABD and PQS are equals. Look at that. These 2 things are equal because given, as well as CBD and RQS also equals. Also equals. Now what to do? Therefore, right hand side equals to right hand side. Therefore, left hand side should be equals to the left hand side. Now look at that. Now look at that. ABD plus CBD should be equals to the PQS plus RQS. Right? ABD and CBD becomes as a angle ABC. Therefore, should be equals to the PQS and RQS is a PQR. Angle PQR. According to the axiom 2. Axiom number 2. Right? Easy. That's a way how to show that. Therefore, ABC, angle ABC equals to PQR. And this one is easy. Right. Kiroli, do the maker. Gino, Hashini, Brianna,
Yeah.
Brianna. Right. Very good. Right. Right. That's all liya gambu the maker. Hurry up. Brianna, you ready, Putih? Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now I'm going to the next part. Axiom number 3. Write the topic. Axiom number 3. That's the third axiom. Totally, we have 5 axioms to discuss today in this lesson. Now we are in the third one. Third one. What is that? Quantities which are obtained by the second one, so adding. Therefore, third one becomes as a subtracting the same quantity. Subtracting equal quantities from equal quantities are equals. And this scenario is very easy. The second axiom is adding. Adding equal quantities to the equal quantity are equals. Therefore, third axiom becomes as a subtracting equal quantities to the from the equal quantities. Equal quantities from equal quantities. Now we're going to subtract. Look at the board. If we had a logic, if A equals B, then now I am going to subtract. A subtract C, as well as it should be equals to the B subtract C. Yes, these two things are equals. Definitely. Yes. This is the same thing. When if we have A equals B, therefore C subtract from A and C subtract from A B, the result should be a equals. Yes, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, right? Therefore, this is axiom number 3, right? And put the star mark and write these all things in the writing book. Axiom number 3. Right. Now I am going to discuss example. Now look at this. In the figure given below, AD equals CB. AD equals CB. AD equals CB. Now look at that. Right? Everyone. For the example number 1, and draw this one. Draw the figure. Hurry up. අපි ලස්සන මේක draw කරගමු. AD equals CB or AD equals BC. Right. Now listen. According to the axiom number 3, according to axiom number 3, now we can write as a AD equals BC, right? AD equals BC. Look at that. AD becomes BC. Now I am going to subtract CD from AD. CD from AD. And this one should be equal to the, again, I am going to subtract CD from BC. දැක්කද පුතේ මම කරපු වැඩේ? AD equals BC. AD equals BC. Now I am going to subtract same quantity. Equal quantity subtract from equal quantities. CD subtract from the AD as well as I am going to subtract CD subtract from the BC. Now what is the answer? These two things becomes equals according to the axiom number 3. Therefore, now tell me AD minus CD equals, may බලන්නකෝ, AD is this one, AD minus CD. Oh, what is the answer? AD කියන total එකෙන් CD subtract කරනවා. Tell me the answer. What is the answer? AD and CD. CD subtract from AD. මේ whole length එකෙන් CD අයින් කරොත් උත්තරයක් එනවා කවුද? AC. Oh, very good, very good. AC. Pool එකේ ඉන්න තියෙන්නේ. Wow. AC. Then AC, therefore, AC should be equal to the, look at that, BC. CD subtract from BC. What is the answer? It's a BD, right? And this one becomes as a BD or DB. Therefore, according to the axiom number 3, we have a relationship between the AC and BD. Both are equals. Both are equals according to the axiom number 3. Right. This is axiom number 3. Easy. Alright? We have got to put a note down karagamu. Right. හරි. කෙනොලි ජිනුක් හැමෝටම පුතේ මේක තේරෙනවද? බ්‍රයන්නා axiom number 3 තේරුණානේ නියමයි. ලේසි. Right. Now look at that. This example. Wow. Look at the question. Right? Hurry up. අපි ලස්සන මේක ලියාගමු පුතේ question එක. Example number 2. Draw the figure. And this is a question. XPD equals BPY and show that APX equals to the CPY. This is a question number 1. Problem number 1. Now look at that. AB is a straight line as well as a CD is a straight line. And you know straight lines, right? Straight lines. Look at that. This angle should be equal to this angle. And you know the reason. What is the reason? Reason is a vertically opposite angle. Yes, you know, right? Look at that. Vertically opposite angles. Therefore, XPD equals BPY. Now look at that. Now we can subtract this angle from the whole one and this angle from the whole one, then quantity becomes same. Now look at that. Now look at that. Question number 1. APD angle APD should be equals to the angle CPB or BPC. BPC. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. That's the reason. Vertically opposite angles. Now we know APD is equals to the BPC. Now I am going to subtract XPD from the APD. Now look at that. Therefore, APD minus XPD as well as BPC minus BPY. Now look at that. XPD and BPY is equals. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Therefore, we can write a sentence like this according to the axiom number 3. According to axiom number 3. We can write less like this. Equal quantity subtract from the equal quantity because APD and BPC both are equals. May then equal. එයාගෙන් අඩු කරා XPD and the BPY, right? Now tell me APD minus XPD. APD minus XPD becomes as a blue color one like this. මෙයාවට එන්න ඕනේ. Yes. එහෙනම් මම ලියනවා APD minus XPD becomes APX. APX. Therefore, APX should be equal to the, this one becomes as a BPC. BPC and the minus BPY, it becomes as a CPY. Now this is a show that part, CPY. CPY. This is the answer for the first one, right? I think this one is easy, right? Jinuk puta tero meka kinoli and Hashini and Brenna, right? Easy, huh? Right. Api liyaga lasanna meka. This is axiom number 3. Right. Now we are going to the axiom number 4. By the topic, axiom number 4. Axiom number 4. Axiom number 4. Now look at that. Now I'm going to read, right? I'm going to explain. Axiom number 4. Products which are equal quantities, product which are equal quantities multiplied by equals are equal, right? Products which are equals quantities multiplied by equals are equals, right? Look at that. Look at that. Like this. If A becomes B, then we can write at the axiom, according to the axiom 4, A multiplied by C should be equal to the B multiplied by C. Same quantity multiplied by the same quantity. Right? This is the axiom number 4. Right. Put a star mark and write at the topic axiom number 4 and write these 3 things in your writing book. Hurry up. Write this example, write this question in your writing book. Make a lihat kamu yang mau balan. This is examples to prove axiom number 4, according to axiom number 4. And this one's also easy. As axiom number 1, 2, 3, and this one's a 4. The points x and y are located on the side AB. This is side AB of the triangle ABC such that AX equals XY equals YB. XY equals YB. Oh, look at that. That means these three sides should be equals. AX equals XY equals YB. Oh, tamati. And the PQ are located the side AC, that AP equal PQ equal QC. I think that's QC. Yeah, QC. If AX equals to the AP, AX equals to the AP, find the relationship between AB and AC. This is a question. AX equals AP. Right. Now listen. Now look at that. If AX equals AP, AX is equals to the AP. Now look at that. AX, XY, and YB. These three things are equals. Therefore, we can write AB is equals to the ax plus xy plus yb. Ax plus xy plus yb, right? And we know ax equals xy equals yb, right? Ax equals xy equals yb. These three things are equals. Therefore, we can write as 3 times ax. Therefore, AB should be equal to the 3 times AX. 3 times AX. Because why? What is the reason? AX equals XY equals YB. That's the reason. It's like X plus X, 3X. Right? Now again, look at the AC. AC should be equal to the AP plus PQ plus QC. AP plus PQ plus QC. And you know, AP plus PQ plus QC becomes as a 3 times AP. What's the reason? Because AP equals PQ equals QC. මේ තුන් දෙනාම සමානයි. Oh, therefore we can write AC is equal to the 3 times AP. And now we know AX and AP equals, oh, look at that. 3 times AX, 3 times AP. Therefore, according to the axiom number 4, 4. According to axiom number 4, we can write 3 times AX equals to the 3 times AP. Therefore, we can write 3 times AX becomes as a AB. And 3 times AP, AC. Now, what is the relation between the AB and AC? AB and AC, both are equal according to the axiom number 4, right? That's the reason, right? එහෙනම් අපි ලස්සන මේක ලියාගමු. මේක අපි ලස්සන ලියාගමු එහෙනම් මෙන්න වැඩේ පුතේ, right? AB is equal to the 3 times AX because AX and XY and YB becomes as both are equals 3 times AX. And AC is equals to the AC. The whole length becomes AP plus PQ plus QC. That means 3 times AP. And AP and AX equals given. Therefore, according to the axiom number 4, 3 times AX should be equal to 3 times AP. 3 times AX becomes as a AB. 3 times AP becomes as a AC. Now, therefore, both sides are equals. Right. Right. Leave lesson happy. thumbs up එකක් දාන්න පුතේ ලියලා ඉවරලා. එහෙමයි. එනෝලි මේක දුව තේරුණා නේද? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Right. And this is axiom number 4, right? Axiom number 4. Write the topic. This is the last axiom in this lesson. Axiom number 5. Axiom number 5. Axiom number 5. Right. Axiom number 5. Now look at that. Quantities which are equal quantities. Quantities which are equal quantities divided by non-zero equals. එකන පුතේ මොකක්ද? බිඳුව නැතුව. Right? Non-zero equals are equals. Right? Multiply by the equal quantities becomes equal quantities. Now equal quantities dividing by the non-zero equal quantities becomes as equals. Now look at that. Axiom number 5. In the logically, if A equals B, then I am going to divide by the same quantity. A divide by C. B divide by C. Now these quantities becomes equals. That's the same scenario. That's the same scenario, right? එහෙනම් මේ දෙන්නා divide කරමුත් එකම එකකින්. Then quantity becomes as a equal. And this is axiom number 5, right? Now, write the axiom number 5 and put a star mark and write this one. Portions which are equal quantities divided by non-zero equals are equal. Right. For the example number 1 and write this question in your writing book. හැමෝම පොතේ ලස්සනට මේක ලියාගමු. Example number 1. And this is a question. Right. Balloon. Now look at this one. Look at the blue color one. AOB equals BOC. These two angles are equals. As well as COD. COD equals DOE. These two angles are equals. I mark it the black color one, and this one mark I want the blue color one. If AOC equals COE, remember, this is the main character. If AOC equals COE, emunot, find the relation between the AOB and DOE. AOB and DOE. May දෙන්නගේ relationship එකක් අහන්න. Now look at that. AOB is equals to the BOC. Look at that. Problem number one. AOB equals BOC. මේක අපිට දුන්නා නේද? Given. Given. Look at that. AOB equals to the BOC. Therefore, we can write AOC equals AOB plus BOC. That means this one becomes as a 2 times AOB. Yes or no? Yes. It's a 2 times AOB. Now we can write as a AOB divide by 2 divide by 2. Now 2 and 2 eliminated. Therefore, AOB equals to the AOC divide by 2. ඔන්න අපි එකක් ගත්තා. AOC divide by 2. Right? AOB කියලා කියන්නේ කවුද? AOC divide by 2. And look at the second one. COD. COD equals to the DOE. මේක දුන්නා අපිටනේ. Given. Given. Now we can write as a whole one. AOC in whole one. And make it COE. COE. COE is equals to the අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් DOE plus DCOD. And we know these two things are equals. Therefore, we can write as a this one's a 2 times DOE. This one's a COE. Now divide by 2, divide by 2. Therefore, we can write COE divide by 2 is equals to the DOE. DOE. DOE is equals COE divide by 2. Now look at that. Look at that. AOC divide by 2 and COE also divided by 2. Now we know, look at the red color one. AOC and COE both are equals. Now we can write like this. According to the axiom number 5, AOC divided by 2 should be equal to the COE divided by 2. And now you know AOC divided by 2 is AOB. AOB. And COE divided by 2 is a DOE. And this is a relationship between the AOB and DOE. Now, this is the axiom number 5. Right? දැකලා ලියපෙදී මම මාර ලස්සනයි වැඩේ. හරි. හැමෝම ලස්සනට මේක ලියා ගමු පුතේ. Hurry up. That's axiom number 5. Is it writing? No. Done. I'm only one empty. Can only? Done. Yes, done. Right. Hashini, lean on again. Priyana? Do you want to do it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. And now I got the next one. Solving equations. In math, solving equations. Now we can use the axioms to solve the equations. Now look at this. So simple example එකක් මම කරලා පෙන්නන්න. Now look at that. Solve the equation given below using the axioms. Now look at this. 2x plus 5 is equals to the 13. And this is the equation. Now, equation, we know equation have two sides, left hand side as well as the right hand side. Look at the left hand side. 2x plus 5 equals 13. Now what to do? First, we have to remove the 5. Here is a plus 5. Now I am going to apply in the axiom number 3. Do you remember the axiom number 3? Subtracting the both equal quantities from the equal quantities. Therefore, what is the answer? 2x plus 5. Now I am going to minus 5. Subtract 5. And again, subtract 5 from the right hand side. Axiom number 3 tama use kare. Now what to do? Plus 5 and minus 5 becomes as a 0. Then 2x equals 13 minus 5 is a 8. Now I am going to using axiom number 5. Antimeka. Now what to do? Both sides are dividing by 2. Same quantities. Now we are going to divide in the same quantity. That one becomes as the same quantity. Finally, x becomes as a 4. And this is a way how to solve the equation using the axioms. Now understood? චූටි කාලේ කරලා මේක. හැබැයි axioms එක දන්නේ නෑනේ. Yes. Now you know this is the rules of the axioms. There are 5 axioms in the grade 9. Right. Now understood? මේක අපිට තේරෙනවද? Yes, right. Write the example. Right. Hurry up.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, अपने हैं.
Right. Okay. Now okay. Right. Now look at this. Now look at this. This is to summarize in the lesson, axiom lesson. The first one is, what is first one? Quantities which are equal to the same quantity are equal. That's axiom number one. Axiom number two. Quantities which are obtained by adding equal quantities to equal quantities are equals. Adding, right? And third axiom, using the equation, right? What is a third axiom? Quantities which are obtained by subtracting equal quantities from equal quantities are equal. Subtracting, right? Fourth one is about multiplication. Product which are equal quantities multiplied by equal quantities are equal, and the axiom number 5 is a constants portions which are equal quantities divided by non-zero equal quantities are equals. එහෙනම් පුතේ මෙන්න axiom lesson එක අපි මෙතනින් ඉවර කරනවා. Right, this is the end of the axiom lesson and the grade 9, right? And next week we are going to the parallel lines and the related angles, that one, right? There's both things about to know about the angles in the next week. And the Monday our paper class එකට අනිවාර්යෙන් join වෙන්න. හැමෝම වැඩේ හොඳට කරගෙන යමු. Homeworks, I will upload the PDF file as a homeworks in the Monday morning, and you can download the PDF file to get some print out, and then some pictures, photos, and you need to upload the single PDF into the LMS system, right? The both some students are doing that very nicely in the homeworks. පාර ලස්සනයි, මාර පිළිවෙලයි, right? මාර ආසයි බලද්දි. ඉතින් පිළිවෙලට වැඩේ කරමු. එහෙනම් පුතේ හැමෝටම good night. God bless you. participating.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
God bless you.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Okay, good night. Night.